first, before we do leave, we're going to let Coach Ralph say the blessing. After we do that, we do have a double-sided table over here for us to serve. The drinks are in the corner over there. They have trash cans spread around the place. We're going to let the kids eat first after Coach Ralph says the blessing. And then after that, we're free for everybody to head table as well with the kids. And then free for everybody else to eat. So Coach Ralph.
Dear Lord, thank you for allowing us to come here together this evening, and thank you for this wonderful team that you've given us this season, and such a wonderful season full of memories. And please just let this food just be nourishment for our bodies as we go throughout our days. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, kids, if you want to go to serve. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started tonight. Okay. First off, I'd like to welcome everyone out to our annual baseball banquet. I think it's always very important for us to bring everyone together and reward the players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season. The first thing we're going to do is announce the rosters, but if anybody wants pictures, we're going to be doing it in between the coaches' table and the table with the awards. So if you do want pictures, they're going to be in that little space right there on the side of Coach Jared. First thing we're going to do, like I said, we'll just start off by announcing classes. We're going to start off with our freshman class. Coaches, if I can get a couple of you to help down there, I have the certificates on the table. If you can please hold your applause until the end of each class. I'm going to announce each player. Freshmen, you're going to come up to the table, stay until everybody's called, for if anybody wants to take pictures. Our freshman class, we had 15 members. We had John Buckhartman, Ethan Gaspar, Ben Carter, Jansen D'Angelo, Devin Blanchard, James Higginbotham, Caius Hebert, Colin Broussard, Isaac Russell, Jackson Stewart, Cale Hebert, Blakely Broussard, Braden Gerard, Peyton Pareda, Brody Lampy, our freshman class this year. Our next class is going to be our sophomore class. We had 9 members of the sophomore class. Cody Hebert, Hunter Denias, Colton Lejeune, Cohen Landry, Colton Johnson, Sam Gallen, Haston Double, Logan Thompson, and Carson Double. Our next class is going to be our junior class. We have 14 members of the junior class. Camden Bro, Tyson LeBlanc, Landon Duyon, Ethan Frederick, Cole Baroni, Aiden Leonard, Blake Knowles, Ian Erb, Seth Abood, Evan Desatel, Alan Johnson, Brant Fontenot, Braxton Savant, and Jace Day.
is our junior class, next year's seniors.
When I announce our senior class of 5 players, I am also going to read a little bit of something about them. If you could please hold your applause to the end. Guys, I'm waiting on y'all. I'm going to announce the 5 seniors. They're going to come to the front, but I'm also going to say a little bit about them. If we could hold our applause until the end of all that after I read it. Seniors, we have John TOUCHET, Dylan Knockan, Cooper Dobby, Blake Lestraps, and Lane PATIN. This year's senior class has won 2 district championships in 4 years, made the playoffs 4 years in a row, won 98 games in their 4-year career, which we had a COVID year where we only played 8 games, so that number would be a lot higher. They were state runner-ups and also state champions. They broke the school record for wins in back-to-back years and also have the highest winning percentage in school history. Their class is not big, but they've stuck together, and every single one of those guys up there are team first guys. They started, I think, with 12 in the beginning, and now they're down to 5. Just stay up there, guys, please. They bought into the program and taken our program to new heights these past 2 years. I will forever be grateful for the commitment and leadership that they have brought to our program. I know all these guys will be successful members of our community. They have turned themselves into men over the course of their 4-year career with our baseball team. Everyone, please give this year's senior class a round of applause. Coaching staff, please hold your applause until the end after I announce every coach that we have. Coach Seth Patin, this is Coach Seth's 2nd year with our baseball team. He's also a former Patriot baseball player. Worked primarily with our outfielders and hitters and coached first base. He also helped coach both of our JV teams throughout the season. Coach Jared Duyon, this is Coach Jared's 3rd season helping with the baseball team. He works primarily with our pitchers. Our pitching staff has been the backbone of our team since he's joined the program. Coach Ralph Biondi, this is Coach Ralph's 1st year with our baseball team. He handled our catchers every day, also helped to fix anything and everything we couldn't figure out. Coach Andrew Hungerford, this was Coach Andrew's 2nd year with us. He was with us 3 years ago, skipped the year last year, and he was back with us this year. He helped us with the infielders and hitters and also helped coach both JV teams. Coach David Luke, this was Coach Luke's 1st year with the baseball team. He's a former Patriot baseball player, worked primarily with freshman outfielders and handled coaching duties for all freshman games. And our last coach we have is Coach Kate Boudreau. This was Coach Kate's 1st year with our baseball team. He worked with freshman infielders and also handled all coaching duties for all freshman games. All of these guys are hoping to come back, which is huge. This might be one of the first years where we are actually able to bring back our whole coaching staff in back-to-back years. So, guys, thank you so much. We wouldn't be able to do what we do if it wasn't for all of them. So, give them a round of applause. Who is here tonight. This is her 3rd year with our program. We want to thank her for helping to keep our players as healthy as possible throughout the season. Kate has a very busy schedule throughout the year. We are definitely the sport that plays the most games at home. I do feel bad about it sometimes, but she handles it pretty good. She does like baseball, but if you look at our varsity JV freshman schedule, it's pretty intense. And she doesn't complain about it, and I feel like Kate does a phenomenal job for us. So she's a valuable part of our team. Thank you, Kate. Next, I'd like to thank Miss Lisa Bro, who could not be here tonight. She's sick, for driving us to all our games. She always made it a point to make herself available to us at any point that we needed. Because getting a bus and our parents is extremely hard. So we do appreciate Miss Lisa. She's not here, but we We do want to thank her. Mr. Bobby's here, though, who's the bus monitor. I'd also right now I'd like to take the time to thank the parents for supporting us throughout our JV, freshman, and varsity games. We always travel well no matter where it is, whether it's freshman games, JV games, varsity games. You know, we try our best to get as many games on those schedules as possible. But it is great to see you guys there. I know for freshmen and JV, we don't take buses, and that's tough. Sometimes we play at 4 o'clock. But you guys always make it a point to get your kids to the game, and you're always there supporting. But you guys buying into our program has been a key reason for our success, and you allow our coaching staff to focus on building these players into better players and men. So parents, kids, if you could give your parents a round of applause, it wouldn't be possible without them. Parents, I'd also like to thank you guys. Like I talked about earlier, we have so many home events. It's really hard to do that without y'all's help between the concession stand, the gate, the hospitality, feeding kids after every game. It's expensive, it's time consuming, but it is definitely appreciated. So I do appreciate that. I know I've sort of bugged you guys a lot on needing another concession worker or needing another gate worker, but we're always able to fill it. So I do appreciate that. But we wouldn't be able to do what we do without it. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but it's because of you guys, so thank you again. We also had a very successful year this year raising money. The addition of the lights was a huge deal for us this year. So I didn't do the numbers on the year before, but this year, just on the gate, we brought in $40,000. So that's way more money than we've ever brought in the past. And couple that, I haven't done it, but if you look at us on the concession, that's why I'm always trying to get help for it. We make anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000 just on selling concession stuff at every game. So all those things help us to provide all the things to the kids that we need to. Our golf tournament this year also went back up to making $20,000, which was back to where we had been the last couple of years. But I do appreciate all the work that's done. It's super expensive for us to run our baseball program. We put out more than $100,000 every year on random things, between uniforms, field maintenance, you name it, it's spent. So I mean, the money that we bring in does get spent, but we are able now, we're able to save now, which is huge for us to continue to upgrade the facility and continue to be able to provide the things that we need to provide. So at this time, I'd like to thank Lainey, Carrie, Nina, Shauna, and Caroline for putting up with the long hours and time away from home. Being a baseball coach is extremely time consuming. Some weeks between freshman, JV, and varsity, we have a game every night of the week, except Sunday. But it does take a special person to understand and be okay with the time that we spend away from home with your kids. But without your cooperation, we would not be able to run such a successful program. So, ladies, thank you. All right, now I'll talk a little bit about our season. Our record was 38-3, we're 8-0 in district. We won at least 20 games for the 8th time in 10 years. We also made the playoffs for the 13th year in a row. We were the #1 seed in the state for the first time in school history. This is the 9th time in 10 years that we were able to host a first-round playoff game. 3 of the 5 teams in our district made it to the second round of the playoffs or beyond. Our schedule, we played a very tough schedule throughout the year. 27 of our 41 games were against teams with 17 wins or more. We also fielded 2 JV teams and a freshman team that played on various days of the week. Our overall JV record between the 2 teams was 18-5, and our freshman record was 11-11. So that on our season, now we're going to move on to all district awards. Coaches, if you could hand those out for us. All players that competed in district games are put up at their positions, and coaches from each team vote to see who makes the all-district team. This year, we had 7 players recognized on the first team. So guys that were, when I call out your names, stay up there, we're going to take a picture of everybody. Please hold your applause until the end of the first team. First team pitcher, Aiden Leonard. Pitcher, Alan Johnson. Second baseman, Tyson LeBlanc. Shortstop, Lane PATIN. Outfielder, John TOUCHET. Utility, Blake Straps. And utility, Camden Burrow. First team all pitchers. All right, moving on to the second team all district. We have 5 players recognized on the second team. Pitcher Cole Baroni. Pitcher Braxton Savant. First base Dylan Knockhand. Outfield Brent Cottonell. And outfielder Cooper Donovan. Second team all district. And we also had 1 player recognized on honorable mention. That was Ethan Frederick.
Ethan gets his picture by himself.
And then also for the district, we have the district MVP, Tyson LeBlanc. Okay, next we're going to call out the all-region team, which usually we have our banquet in May, and this is never, nobody knows this until June. So this isn't going to have any awards or anything, but we are going to call you guys up to take a picture. So on the all-region team, we have 5 players that made it. That's voted on by all coaches in Region 7. Please hold the applause till the end. We have the hitter of the year, Tyson LeBlanc. Pitcher of the year, Aiden Leonard. Also pitcher, Alan Johnson. Infielder Lane PATIN, and outfielder John TOUCHET. All region teams. Okay, next is another award that we usually don't know when we have our banquet. Is the Louisiana Sports Writers Association All-State Team. We had 2 players on the first team for this. We had 0 on the honorable mention, which I was fairly disappointed in. The way all sports writers work, all the sports writers in the state of Louisiana get together, they put up all the guys that everybody sends, and they pick their team off of that. Usually no school gets more than 2 guys on it. It's just sort of kind of usually how it goes. But I'm not quite sure why we ended up with nobody on honorable mention, because I do feel like we had 2 or 3 guys that should have been named honorable mention. But that's just how it goes sometimes. We have 2 players that were recognized on the Louisiana Sports Writers All-State team were pitcher Aiden Leonard and infielder Tyson LeBlanc. All right, now we're going to move on to the MVP hitter and MVP pitcher awards. These 2 awards are voted on by their teammates. We gave them all the opportunity to vote, and the first one's going to be MVP hitter. This player that received this award was our most consistent hitter all year long. He's been building numerous runs throughout the season. He worked tremendously hard to get where he is today. MVP hitter Tyson LeBlanc. growth throughout his career with our baseball team. He's been determined to be a top contributor to our team, and this year he established himself as the ace of our pitching staff. He's working tremendously hard to get where he is today. MVP pitcher, Aiden Leonard. All right. Next, we're going to move on to the Leadership Award, which is voted on by the coaching staff. This year, we picked 2 guys. First Leadership Award this year goes to the senior who's been an amazing example of putting the team first. He has an amazing work ethic and pushes people to be better every day. He battled through some injuries this year, but never got discouraged. Leadership Award, John TOUCHET. All right, the second Leadership Award goes to a senior who's not the most vocal, but one that does things the right way on and off the field. He plays with passion, but is always able to keep his emotions in check. Leadership Award, PATIN. All right, next is the most improved. We have 2 winners of this award this year. First player was a key pitcher for us this year. Went from being a bullpen arm in 2021 to our #1 pitcher in 2022. Most improved, Aiden Leonard. All right, the next player that's going to get most improved this year is someone who's grown so much as a person throughout his career on our baseball team. In 2021, I'd say he probably led our team in most practices missed. This year, he was a total team player that worked extremely hard to be a contributor for us, and it was a pleasure to see him have success this year. Most improved, Braxton Savant. And the last award tonight is going to be the Patriot Award, which we started. This is going to be the 5th year that we give this out. This award goes to a player that puts the team first in everything he does. The player receiving this award was a very big reason for our success the past 2 years, and he did not get much recognition for that. His junior year, he saw himself getting DH for a good bit of the season. He never hung his head because he knew he had a job to do for our team. This year, he worked extremely hard and was a huge asset to our team, not only defensively, but with his bat as well. Patriot Award, Blake Lestrat. All right, that's all I have in closing. I don't know if parents have anything else that they wanted to do, but I would like to thank the parents, players, and coaches and community members for being a part of our Patriot baseball family. We do look forward to many, many years of continued success, and I hope everyone enjoys tonight and can't wait until next season.
And they wanted me to talk, and they said, keep it short, and I'm the longest-winded person. So it's just ironic that I'm up here. Juniors, you need to find somebody to talk, because this is the last year I think. on that. Also the parents and grandparents and family. This is going to be hard to walk away from because I feel like we really are a family. We're all in the travel arena, and you get close to people, but this is kind of different. And I guess because it's our home, a lot of us have gone to school here, and it's going to be hard to walk away and not see all of your faces. So thank you for allowing us to enjoy watching our kids play. Finally, to the coaches, I don't know all of you, but there's one thing that I think that we can all say is that you have instilled in our kids to be the best that they can be. And I see it from the freshman group, even though I don't know them, they're at the games, the responsibilities you put on these kids are tremendous, and it has shown growth in especially our senior boys to become young men, and I really thank you for that. Jeremy, specifically, thank you for opening up yourself to us. I've known you for a long time, and I've seen as much growth in you as I've seen in our boys. And I really thank you for that. You believed in our boys, you believed in all of them. That means a lot to us as parents, that we can trust our kids and all of you. And I want to thank you for that, because I've seen a lot of growth in you as well. And I commend you on everything you've done for these boys. We just have a little token of appreciation for each of you, so if you can come up, we'll pass them out. Coach Kane. Mr. Ricky and Miss Faye, I'm going to miss y'all because now I'm going to start taking pictures. So thank you so much again. It is so hard to watch the game through the camera lens, and we didn't have to do it because of the two of you. So thank you so very much for capturing all of these precious moments for our boys.
Guys, if you don't stand, hang out for a while, that's fine, but I do appreciate everyone coming. I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you.